Movie making, setting the scene. Movies set the scene, they set the stage for the action that is about to take place by using a slow pan over the setting, adding a dissolved transition, and then entering a scene or the action of the scene. Here in iMovie, I have a project that some students made on a dinosaur story that they're trying to tell. They have a wonderful opening title slide, and then it jumps straight into the action of the dinosaurs. Here, take a look. In this project, these students have done a great job implementing tools inside of iMovie, like background sounds, the sound effects of the dinosaur roar, and even a title slide midway through the project. However, what I would like to work on is setting the stage for the scene before the action of the scene begins. So right after the title slide, but right before the action of scene one begins, let's set the stage. Let's go to a place like Pixabay or Unsplash, where you can get free photographs to use for your iMovie projects. Here I'm looking for the setting of this dinosaur movie. Something like the jungle would probably work best. I'm going to scroll through the various options available to me. Ooh, I love this one right here because it suggests that we're taking place in the jungle, but it doesn't zoom in on the setting. So we can give the viewer an overview of where we're located, but then with the scene one, the action of scene one, we'll zoom in on the actual setting of where it takes place. So I'm going to download this photograph here to set the stage for the opening scene of the dinosaur movie. I click the download photo button and it downloads to my device. It also gives me the option to copy the citation. You definitely want to cite your sources where you receive these pictures that you're using for your movie projects. Now I'm going to go back into my iMovie dinosaur project and go to My Media. I want to download that picture I just received, so I click the download button and it downloaded it into my downloads. So I want to open my downloads folder to find that picture. Here it is. Go ahead and import that picture. And now it's brought into my media resources. I'm going to click on that picture and drag it into my project right before scene one. So what I love is that it's going to introduce the audience to where the story is taking place, and then it'll jump into the scene. It gives that audience a chance to process what they're viewing. Now, I also love the Ken Burns effect for this as well. I'm going to highlight this picture and go up here to where I can find the Ken Burns effect. And that's exactly what I wanted to make sure it was doing. I want to make sure that it starts at the top and it finds its way down to the bottom, because down here is where the action's taking place. So this is a perfect guide into the setting of the scene for this film. All right. I also want to make sure I have a dissolved transition between the two. I don't want it to just pop from the photograph to the scene like this. That's just too sharp of a transition. I want to dissolve that transition so that we can slowly move our audience from the setting to the action. So I'm going to click the cross dissolve transition in iMovie and put it between the two. Now let's take a look and see how does that enhance our movie. Setting the stage of where the story takes place, dissolving into the action of the scene. It's a small minor change that makes a big difference in your movie project. So this week we're working on setting the scene by providing either a photograph or video footage of where the story takes place first before jumping into the action of the actual scene. Give it a try in your movie projects. See how it enhances those movies you make in iMovie.